Hey y'all, I'm back, Matt, with Sports Reports. I promised you that I'd do a movie on UW with their Hawaii game. I forgot about that, and now the BYU game has happened, so I'm going to do a breakdown of both of them, just quickly say my thoughts. So you all know, before the Hawaii game, they lost to Cal 2019, 20-19. They were decent in the game, they ran the ball well, but the defense was not great. That 2.5-hour delay did not help as well. So, coming into the Hawaii game, in the Hawaii game and BYU, the defense looked a lot better, they made a lot of tackles, and they pretty much shut out both teams. Hawaii is a pretty decent team, they're not on the level as UW. BYU, this last Saturday, they beat out USC and Nevada in back-to-back overtime games, which is pretty good. Like, they beat USC. And so when UW came into Provo, they were expecting to win, and Washington showed them something different. The defense pretty much shut them out the whole game. Like, they only gave up, I believe, like 17-ish points, something like that. Maybe 19. UW scored 45 points, I believe. Jacob Eason looks like a pro right now. Like, Jake Browning, the all-time greatest Husky, you know, he holds all the records, but he didn't have that pro style to him where, you know, Oregon's quarterback, Justin Herbert, who has the gun-slinging arm, really good quarterback, can make the big throws, big moments. Jacob Eason has that, and he showed that in the last two games, which will be really exciting to see when they go and face Oregon at home in a few weeks. UW's secondary looks great in the last two games, shutting out receivers, you know, with returning veterans and Miles Bryant and Elijah Molden, and they have a lot of young talent coming up this year, and they will be the future UW. You know, players like, you know, Isaiah Gilchrist was pretty good as well. In UW's last two games, we saw a lot of good things on their front four. You know, getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback and the run game, stopping the run early. The linebacker position is what has struggled in the last few games. Actually, they have improved since the Cal game, but with the loss of Ben Burke-Kirven and Vita Vea and many other great linebackers have all gone to the NFL. You know, it's been taking a few games for them to get back to that level, but what they did against BYU, they really showed that they are a top team. I believe they're ranked number 17 on the AP Top 25. So one of the big questions coming into this year with UW's running back lineup, you know, they lost Myles Gaskin, and then they lost Levon Coleman. There was a few other guys they lost. And so the only proven starter was Salon Ahmed, who had played the previous 2 years. UW did have last year Sean McGrew and Corey Pleasant, you know, who they did some good things, but they weren't a true number one back. This last week, if you weren't keeping track of the BYU game, UW's running back, Salon Ahmed, was not able to play because of injury. So they had a young player, running back Sean McGrew and Corey Pleasant, and then they had another young guy who did very well in the BYU game. A couple of them had 100+ rushing yards. So that was great to see. So, like, down the future they'll have a lot of, because UW really likes to run the ball, similar to the Seahawks. Tight ends Hunter Bryant and Cade Otton were awesome though these last two games. Hunter Bryant caught a few long touchdown passes from Jacob Eason. He's going to be a great red zone threat. He looks like Seahawks rookie wide receiver DK Metcalf at this size. We all know that tight end Cade Otton is going to be possibly a first-round draft pick when he gets ready to go to the NFL. So both of them looked amazing. We got great wide receivers and Aaron Fuller, Andre Bocelli, and Chico McClatcher. They have a great offensive line that's very underrated, and center Nick Harris, left tackle Trey Adams. So, if they can stay healthy and eliminate negative plays, penalties, and turnovers, they could possibly turn this season around. Like, they've only lost one game to Cal, and that was right at the beginning when, you don't really know. Like, Cal's kind of like the surprise team that no one expected. So, because everybody was saying they weren't going to win many games, but they could beat Wazoo and Oregon and all that. So, I'm very positive for the season for UW. So this is like my final, so that's it. I will probably do a more professional movie later. Thanks for watching, and keep an eye out for my Seahawks breakdown of this last game. So, see you later.